what have you noticed kind of changing, I guess, with this COVID-19 crisis?
Lots of things. It must be terrible for young people, who are, locked up, can't get out, can't socialize. It's pretty bad. Obviously, the job losses are really, really significant. My big concern is housing and homelessness. What's going to happen to young people being able to get a house? I've been arguing for a long time. We need more social housing. We need more public housing. We need to get housing close to where the jobs are. And these are issues that I've just been watching as the world goes by, sometimes very slowly during this period.
So we'll go to Tony on this one as well.
So the real concern, I guess, going forward for us and as workers and as youth, is my real fear is after this pandemic, we're going to be left to pay the bill for the subsidy, which of course we should be looking after workers at this time. And the government's using that as an excuse to ratchet down social services such as care for the homeless and care for social securities, as well as Medicare. We can't afford certain services any longer when, again, certain businesses will be significantly profiting out of this experience at the peril of workers. So I guess it's more of the same. But
can I just go to this issue that Tony's raised, and that is debt? We should not be overly concerned about debt that keeps people in jobs, keeps an income coming in to families. And I posted today on my Twitter account the debt that Australia's been in since, I think it was going back to 1908. And after the Second World War, we had about 125% of debt to GDP. We're nothing like that even after what we've invested now. And the issue is going to be that business are not going to drive the recovery as much as neoliberals would argue. Government is going to have to drive much of this recovery. And it'll be investment in housing, investment in infrastructure, more investment in health, more investment in education, getting the TAFE system back up so that young people that don't go to university can go to TAFE, making sure the university system is affordable into the future. And that is going to require government expending significant amounts of money. And when you look after the Second World War, we were 125% debt to GDP, but we invested in health, we invested in education, we invested in housing. We had the biggest public housing build ever in this country. These are the issues that we're going to face coming out of this. Now, with a conservative government that is about, trickle-down economics, is all about, arguing that debt is terrible and we've got to recover debt. You watch what's going to happen in the next few budgets, where they go into, arguing about budget deficit and cutting services. We should not cop that. And we've got to be in there arguing that it was manageable after the Second World War. It will be manageable now. And this is an opportunity for Australia to actually get back to investing in the social aspects of the economy that make life better. These are the big arguments, I think.
Can I just jump in there? Because Doug just made my point more eloquently and clearly. That's precisely what I was trying to get to. We cannot allow the neoliberalism to take over and for them to argue that we need to cut more services to workers to pay for this debt.